You know, my gorgeous Sagittarini, once you find yourself doubting something that means to you so much, and this is going to happen in such a way where you are going to be in two minds at the beginning of this week. You're going to be so indecisive. Listen to me very carefully. Why are you being indecisive? Why? It is pretty clear here and pretty evident what exactly do you need to do. Do you know what is the golden rule when it comes to life? The golden rule when it comes to life is to follow your passion, okay? Follow your intuition, but also always follow your passion. Who cares what people think? Who cares what other people do? Let other people do whatever they want to do with their lives, okay? But when it comes to you and your passion, this is something very, very individual. I said many times, as a spiritual beings, you know, we are so similar, but on another hand, we are so different as well. It all depends on our spiritual journey, it depends on our karma, it depends on like what we've been through earlier on, you know, on our spiritual journey. My God, it's so deep and it's so complex, you know, to actually talk about it. But there is so much more to it. The bottom line is, my gorgeous Sagittarini, at the beginning of this week, when you find yourself indecisive, you are gonna be stressing out like the stressed mama, like the biggest mama in the world, you know. You're gonna be stressing out so much, and then you're just gonna slap yourself, and then you're gonna realize, why am I stressing around about something that's absolutely obvious? You will see. And then you're gonna have this moment, I'm stressing about something, and it's pretty clear and pretty evident, you know, what I need to go for. And you will see, you go for your passion, you follow your passion, and that's exactly what are you going to do. And at that moment in time, something super magical, something mind-blowing is going to happen. Some kind of conditioning from a long time ago, it's going to fall off. We have all been bloody conditioned, you know what I mean, in so many different ways. But this is so big. This is going to be like, you're going to start seeing things right now in a completely different light. And as I said, some kind of conditioning from a long time ago, it's actually going to fall. And this is a great sign and a great indication that you are about to come on top with something so difficult that you've been dealing with, something very, very personal indeed, that did in the first place made you to actually question things about yourself, which ultimately affected your confidence just a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm being like really dark. I'm not being dark. I'm just saying, you know, when you find yourself, you know, some people are just like really, really sensitive, okay? And that's why I have to say it, like, not that I'm being patronizing or anything like that, but I'm just saying that sometimes certain people can be very sensitive, and it really depends what people are going through in their life. Maybe people are going through something very, very difficult, and then they're very sensitive towards what they hear, towards something that they wouldn't normally be sensitive about, you know. So it's like not to take it seriously, you know, but I'm just saying. So anyway, so when you find yourself like being indecisive, all what you need to understand, it's very simple, baby, very simple. All you need to do is follow your passion, and that's exactly as I said, this is what you are going to do. And you will know that by following your passion, you know, you will know, my gorgeous Sagittarini, by following your passion, that basically there is a certain step, certain bold move that is almost immediately going to be on your mind. I need to do this. I know I need to do this. Okay, you can wait, Maria. You can wait, Jane. You can wait, Patrick. You know, you can wait, Tom. You know, you can wait, Matthew. You know, you can wait, Barbara. You know, like just say it, that everybody can wait. Every everything can wait. This is just a sign for you have to put yourself as a number one. And I think that you have been dealing so much with a specific issue when it comes to the specific person in your life without even realizing, bless you, that person has drained a lot of your energy. This is all going to get back to you in the best possible way as a karmic reward later on. In as little as 14 or 15 days, there is going to be a really beautiful surprise and beautiful gift that you are going to have, and it's somehow going to be connected to the one specific person that you've been helping to. So you will know to who you made a really big difference in their life indeed. But the bottom line is that you will know, if all you need to do is at the beginning of this week, follow your passion, follow your passion, and follow your passion. You need to do what makes sense to you, not what makes sense to other people. But on another note, there is somebody very strong in personality around you that it's like a tornado every now and then, and that tornado person maybe doesn't understand exactly where you're coming from every now and then. So you have to like chill yourself out like around that person, you know. So you have to like watch for that little tornado around you, you know. But the bottom line is you will know what to do, which step to make. It's about following your passion when it comes to you being indecisive, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna feel so passionate about it, and you're gonna feel like, oh my god, I really want to hurry up, I really want to speed things up now. And that in itself, just a couple of days later, you are really gonna run into this situation which is gonna be so spontaneous, so bizarre, so weird. And when it comes to that spontaneous situation that you're gonna run into, on one hand you're gonna learn something new about yourself, but on another hand something is gonna be proven to you, something is gonna happen, and it's gonna be proven to you that you did the right thing, that you made the right choice. There is also gonna be an amazing sign and an omen that you are going to have. And also, once you run into that situation, you will see my gorgeous Sagittarini, one thing is gonna lead to another. So now suddenly you are gonna be presented with this kind of something that you really will want to kind of, oh my god, learn more about, but it's just going to happen at an absolutely right time. And the sooner you plunge into it, this feeling like you want to learn something, you know, you want to find out about something, the sooner you go for it, the sooner this is going to make a major impact onto your life, because this is pretty much so to do with your destiny. But you need to understand that you have to be quick, you have to be sharp, you have to be strong, you have to be clever, and at the same time you need to understand that now it's also the perfect time to set up certain boundaries as well, you know, because otherwise if you don't set the certain boundaries right now, if you are not direct, if you're not clear with what you want to do, then this is only unnecessarily going to prolong a little bit longer, because you are going to find things challenging that you shouldn't find challenge at this stage. So you just have to go with this flow. Indeed, this is absolutely important because also it's gonna like lead towards an amazing idea, how you want your life to be, how you want your life to change, and you are gonna find yourself facing this absolutely mind-blowing project. Like, oh my god, you're gonna find yourself at the beginning of this mind-blowing project, but this is a lot to do with your life, with you making yourself so much more happier. Everything is gonna become so much more meaningful, and on top of that, this is a lot to do with like, you know, you kind of having a major accomplishment. This is going to bring like a major accomplishment in exactly 9 months time. I know lots of you are going to say 9 months time. I'm talking about an amazing accomplishment in exactly 9 months time, some kind of a luxury. I'm talking about some kind of a luxury here. So it's not only to do with spirituality, but it's also to do with like a, you know, finances and financial things. You know, this is going to be brilliant. This has been waiting for you to kind of respond to for a very, very long time indeed. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you know, like there is something that you're going to be worrying about, you know, at the beginning of this week, just a little bit. You know, this is so difficult to say what exactly this is, but what you're going to be worrying about, it's going to happen at night, in the evening. evening before you go to sleep, and it's going to be very, very intense indeed. Okay, look, and I'm going to take these tarot cards and I'm going to try to see what exactly you're going to be worrying about. There you go. You're going to be worrying about starting something. My God, again, you're being sometimes way too deep. You're going to be worrying about starting something, and you have to come on top of this, because you're going to be worrying that it's going to be difficult, This is going to be a sign that this is a wise choice. This is all very, very wise that you are doing. So this is actually going to be a sign to go against it, because what you are doing right now, it's really, really wise indeed. And by the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, para-pam, para-pam, tu-tu-tu-tu-tu-tum, tum-tum-tum-tum. Pam 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 param pam pam param para pam para pam tu 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 tu. Sagittarini, Sagittarini, Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagitterini, Sagitterini. Sagittarini, Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagitterini, pam 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 pam. Pam param pam 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 para pam para pam pa 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 pararam. Raise your vibration, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Raise your vibration, because you are going to need it. Always raise your vibration. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, listen to me very carefully. You are gonna feel very intense moment where you will want to kind of maybe invest into something, or buying something really massive, buying something really big, or you're gonna feel like you want to make start a really massive contract. If you can't change this, I completely understand. But if you can change this, whatever this is, if it's a massive contract, if it's like some kind of investment, I would not do it this week. Because if you do it a week later or week after that, everything is going to be so much better. I don't want to sound horrible, but it's like, I don't know, it's to do with the energy, that this week it's going to bring. I'm not saying it's going to be like horrible and weird, but why would you do something like that at the time when the energy is not just right? When week after that you can get so much, through the actual, so much more when it in terms of like the outcome, the general outcome of all that. So that's just my advice. If you can avoid some kind of investment, just do it like next week, because it is not the right time whatsoever. And you're also going to find out about some kind of like a little bastard here, somebody who is not who they say that they are as well, and somebody's going to be quite pushy, and then again your intuition is going to kick in, and you will know who to avoid and or who to kind of take seriously. So yet again, you just have to follow your intuition indeed. I mean, this is brilliant, because the midweek is the return of the old year, is the return of your power, it's the return of your strength, it's the return of your confidence. You are gonna wake up in the morning 1 week, and there is like something very, very interesting. It's going to be on your mind, how much you want to explore something, and you are gonna feel like a child at that moment in time. This is going to awake an inner child. Once your inner child is awakened, oh my God, this is all gonna lead towards you finding yourself at such a powerful direction, clear direction in your life. But once this inner child is awakened, you're also going to have so many memories and so many people are going to be on your mind from your past, and so many situations are going to be on your mind from the past. You're going to be poof, 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 poof everywhere. But this is all going to be contributing towards you, like having a completely different perspective on the certain different things, you know, that have been scaring you, that you didn't understand, that you couldn't understand. So this is all gonna lead towards you having a different perspective, and this different perspective, it's really going to open your eyes on what has to go, what adjustment you need to make, what do you need to sacrifice, and most importantly, it's going to make you aware of the fact that the change at this life, the actual change at this time in your life, it's absolutely imminent, because you are going to do something ridiculously smart, ridiculously wise, ridiculously clever when it comes to nurturing your life, nurturing your spirit, nurturing your soul. This is bringing like so much that has been missing in your life for way too long. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you are gonna hear about some kind of a justice, and you're gonna love it. And this justice is nothing to do with your life personally, but this is gonna mean to you like there is no tomorrow. So you're gonna hear about some kind of justice, that somebody got their justice, for example, but this is gonna put big smile on your face, and you're going to be absolutely love this. And at around that time, just pay attention to this idea that you are going to have, not related to that whatsoever, but pay attention to this idea that you are going to have, because this idea that you are going to have, it's also going to it's going to remind you to kind of not to make some kind of mistake again. And also at around that time, intuitively at around that time, you are gonna like find yourself being very creative with something that you love being creative with, something that comes to you naturally. You're really gonna be enjoying yourself, you know. And then you're gonna have this intuitive message, and you will understand this intuitive psychic message is gonna come to you. And at the same time, when that message comes to you, it's gonna be followed by something falling down, or something moving, or something happening with it at the same time, to like kind of confirm, oh my god, this is weird, you know. But it's like you will find yourself within this dimension, within this element, and you will completely understand this. The bottom line is that once you have this psychic and intuitive message, what this message is going to make you aware of the fact how something bad and negative has come to an end, how very bad and dark stage of your life has come to an end. And that is now going to really make you aware of what do you need to accept and move on. Okay, and once that happens, you know, it's all about your spirit rising, you know, to the level it hasn't been in a long time. And that means that, you know, you're going to be very, very inspired. It's all about this inspiration that you are going to have, and at the same time, you know, there is going to be an amazing news, an amazing achievement you're also going to have at around the end of the week. Something that you've been working on, something that means to you so much. It's to do with your recognition, but something that's going to make you feel so good. And this in itself, it's a part of your vision, you know. And this is going to mean to you so much, because this has been a part of your vision for a long time. So now you will know, like, oh my god, it's time to make a quite important decision. And this important decision that you're going to think about making, you're not going to be able to do unless you understand what I said before. You have to put yourself as the priority number one here, which you may find a little bit challenging, because somebody is going to be going on through something very difficult, very heavy, who is connected to you. So you just have to kind of find the balance within, you know, in order to I know it sounds awful, but in order to give more importance to this right now, and then return to whatever is happening later on. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.